Secrets the milk industry never wants you to know. Milk has long been celebrated as a dietary staple, promoted as essential for strong bones, growth, and overall health. However, behind the glossy marketing campaigns and iconic "Got Milk" ads lies a complex industry with many secrets. From questionable health claims to environmental concerns and animal welfare issues, there's a lot about the milk industry that most consumers don't know. Here, we'll uncover some of the biggest secrets the milk industry doesn't want you to know. 1. Milk's health claims are exaggerated. The idea that milk is essential for health is one of the most persistent beliefs in nutrition. However, studies have shown that the supposed benefits of milk, particularly for bone health, may be overstated. Milk is rich in calcium, which is often touted as the key to preventing osteoporosis. However, countries with the highest dairy consumption, such as the United States, also have some of the highest rates of osteoporosis. Some researchers believe this paradox may be due to other factors in the diet or lifestyle. Additionally, the protein in milk, casein, has been linked to inflammation in certain individuals, and lactose intolerance is widespread globally. While milk does provide nutrients, it's far from being the only or even the best source. Foods like leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and fortified plant-based alternatives can offer comparable or superior nutrition. 2. Lactose intolerance is more common than you think. Lactose intolerance isn't just a minor inconvenience, it's a global phenomenon. Around 68% of the world's population has difficulty digesting lactose, the sugar in milk. In some regions, such as East Asia and parts of Africa, rates exceed 90%. Despite this, the dairy industry continues to promote milk as a universal health food. Lactose intolerance occurs when the body doesn't produce enough lactase, the enzyme needed to break down lactose. Symptoms can include bloating, gas, and diarrhea. For many, consuming milk isn't just uncomfortable, it's harmful. 3. Milk production and hormones. To keep up with demand, dairy cows are often subjected to intense breeding practices and are kept in near-constant lactation. Many dairy farmers use synthetic hormones, such as recombinant bovine growth hormone, RBGH, to increase milk production. The use of RBGH has been banned in several countries, including Canada and the European Union, due to animal welfare and potential health concerns. While the United States allows its use, the controversy surrounding these hormones has led many consumers to question the safety of conventional milk. Some studies have suggested links between RBGH-treated milk and increased levels of insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, which has been associated with certain cancers. 4. Environmental impact. Milk production has a significant environmental footprint. From water usage to greenhouse gas emissions, the dairy industry contributes heavily to climate change. Cows produce methane, a potent greenhouse gas, as a byproduct of digestion. Large-scale dairy farms also require massive amounts of water for feeding and cleaning, and runoff from these farms can pollute local water sources. For example, it takes approximately 1,000 gallons of water to produce just 1 gallon of milk. With growing concerns about water scarcity and climate change, this level of resource consumption is unsustainable. 5. Animal welfare concerns. The dairy industry often portrays a pastoral image of cows grazing in open fields, but the reality for most dairy cows is far bleaker. Cows are frequently kept in confined spaces and are artificially inseminated to maintain continuous milk production. After giving birth, calves are typically separated from their mothers within hours to ensure that milk is directed toward human consumption. Male calves deemed useless to the dairy industry are often sent to veal farms or slaughtered. Meanwhile, female calves are raised to join the cycle of milk production. The physical toll of constant milking, combined with the stress of separation, leads many cows to develop health issues such as mastitis, a painful udder infection. 6. Marketing myths. Milk does a body good. The milk industry's marketing campaigns have been incredibly successful in shaping public perception. Slogans like "Milk does a body good" and the iconic "Got Milk" campaign are etched into cultural memory. But these campaigns often omit critical information. For example, while milk contains calcium and vitamin D, when fortified, it's not the only or best source of these nutrients. Marketing has also perpetuated the myth that milk is necessary for children's growth and development, despite ample evidence that plant-based alternatives can meet these needs. 7. Hidden additives in milk. Most people assume that milk is a simple, natural product, but many commercial milk products contain additives. Vitamin D is commonly added to milk to fortify it, but other additives, such as powdered milk solids or synthetic vitamins, may also be present. Some brands may also contain traces of antibiotics or hormones used in dairy farming. While these levels are regulated, their presence raises concerns about long-term exposure and potential health risks. 8. The rise of dairy-free alternatives. One of the biggest challenges to the dairy industry is the surge in popularity of plant-based milk alternatives. Almond, oat, soy, and coconut milk are just a few of the options now available. These alternatives are often fortified with calcium and vitamin D, making them comparable to or even better than cow's milk in terms of nutrition. They also have a smaller environmental footprint and eliminate animal welfare concerns. As more consumers shift toward dairy-free lifestyles, the dairy industry has fought back, lobbying for regulations around labeling terms like milk for plant-based products. This battle reflects the growing tension between traditional dairy and the plant-based movement. 9. Economic power and lobbying. The dairy industry wields significant economic and political power. In the United States, for example, dairy farmers receive billions of dollars in subsidies annually. These subsidies help keep milk prices artificially low, making it harder for plant-based alternatives to compete. Additionally, the dairy industry has a strong lobbying presence, influencing dietary guidelines and marketing strategies. The inclusion of milk as a food group in government nutrition programs is often a result of this lobbying, despite the availability of other nutrient-rich options. 10. Ethical concerns of forced lactation. One lesser-known fact about the dairy industry is the ethical concern surrounding forced lactation. Cows don't naturally produce milk year-round. They only do so after giving birth. To maintain milk production, dairy cows are subjected to a continuous cycle of impregnation and birthing. This process raises ethical questions about the treatment of animals and the sustainability of such practices. Many people are beginning to reconsider their consumption of dairy products in light of these concerns. Conclusion. The milk industry has long been a cornerstone of global agriculture and diet, but its practices and health claims deserve closer scrutiny. From environmental and ethical concerns to exaggerated health benefits, the truth about milk is far more complicated than advertising suggests. As consumers become more informed, many are choosing alternatives that align better with their values and health needs. Whether you opt for plant-based milk, organic dairy, or a mix of both, understanding the realities of the milk industry empowers you to make choices that work best for you and the planet. By shedding light on these industry secrets, we can move toward a more transparent and ethical food system. It's time to ask, does milk really do a body good, or is it time to rethink what's in our glass?